got business expense to pulling truck here in the shop. We are yanking this engine out, the 3406E. I've got it sold, pulling the turbo off of it because I'm going to be putting it up for sale. It's a little too big, and like I said, we're not focusing on the 4.1 inch sled pulling class. So today we're getting the engine snatched out of here and getting it sold. So lots going on. We got the turbo off the pulling truck. We're not filming a lot, but I promise we'll start filming more. We got this spinny boy off. This thing was just too big for the engine. It may be big enough for the engine we got out there, but it's not street friendly. So it's not gonna work. So we're getting this thing put up for sale. I paid like $8 grand for this turbo and the guillotine, which is already boxed up, that shuts the air off. So this thing is getting going. Big old snail spinny boy. Everybody needs a turbo. 6,500 bucks, guys. It's got like 10 passes on it. And it never was like put to its full potential, like ever. It's just a little dirty. Not a big deal. Can we bring the tape, dude? Come on.
I mean, it's perfect for those guys that just want a big spinny boy for their Honda Civic.
What the heck? This camera is not. Ryan's so ugly it won't focus. There it goes. Okay. All right, so we're getting this thing boxed up. We got the wiring harness off the pull truck that goes from the ECM to the cab. We've got a guy on Instagram, I'll link him in here somewhere, that is gonna convert this right here to a 70-pin plug and plug the engine right in and start it right up, hopefully. Back here in the shop, we've got the intercooler. Looks like it's getting ready to come out. Lake's been back here working on it. Almost all the wiring let go. That wire harness I just showed you plugged in down there in the ECM, it's all unplugged. We're gonna finish getting a few things done on the engine. I'm sorry, on the transmission. We're gonna try to pull them out as a combo. I've never pulled an engine out of a semi truck, so this will be the first time for me. But we're gonna figure it out. There's no hanger on the back. That could be a problem. So we're gonna figure it out. All right. Yeah, my head's hurt. When I was getting ready to climb up in there, I smacked the fork. Did you get that on camera?
I don't think I did.
It hurt so bad. All right, I gotta find a place to put this thing so we don't damage it. Probably get some tire, I don't know. All right, well, it's out. Radiator's out. Well, guys, we're continuing getting the engine pulled out of the pulling truck. We're tearing down our 6NZ we just got. Wade just made it here. He's gonna be helping us pull it out. But before we do that, we gotta pull our 800 horsepower cam out of there and our giant slip pulling injectors out, because we gotta put the factory 6NZ cam back in that engine for him, because he's wanting it for a hot street engine. And we're gonna be putting our old injectors that were originally in that engine back in it. So we're gonna have the cam out of here. So we're gonna be pulling the cam out of this thing right now and getting it ready so when we get that engine out, we can swap it back into it. So we're gonna get the jakes off, get all of our wiring harnesses undone, and see about sliding this cam out in front of this bird. All right, cam's out, all the rocker assemblies, jakes. This engine, we've got everything out we need to put back in the engine for Wade over there. There's a lot of skepticism on this engine, right? We know when we buying it, the price of it, stuff like that, but it's dirty. But whenever people rebuilding engines at a cat dealership for a guy in a hurry, they don't clean everything. You know, the rocker assemblies weren't exactly extremely clean, but it's not a million-mile engine, which is what it could have been. And you know, looking down here at the head, everything looks brand new. It's just got old, nasty oil residue. And it's been sitting since 2014, so you gotta remember that too. These injectors, you can see they're all brand new. There's greasy fingerprints from where they were installed. Things I'd like to do is, you can see right here where the injector harness is broke. We'll probably put an all-new injector harness inside here. Quite a few things I'd like to do. So everything's out of here we need to get out. We'll cover this boy up for now and get the engine set out of the pulling truck. All right, so we're getting ready to roll this thing out. Brakes are caged. We're gonna get the hood off with the crane. I was eventually wanted to leave it on, but it needs to be safe if we just take it off. This whole engine can come right out the front. You know, I'm just gonna say it now. If someone pisses me off, this can be a project we don't finish also.
Oh.
We'll see. I gotta use the toilet again, man. Ryan can help you. So wait here. Funny story, guys. So we found this engine on Facebook. You found the engine on Facebook, right?
Supposed to buy the engine. He beat me to it.
I called the guy. I'm like, call me right now, I'll buy it. I'm like, hey, I'll give you 10 grand for it. He's like, I got a guy coming from Fort Myers or somewhere. You're down in Fort Myers,
Fort
right?
Myers.
Fort Myers on Saturday. I'm like, I'll give you $12,500 and I'll meet you there tomorrow. He's like, I said, I'll send you $1,000 deposit right now. He's like, all right, I'll do it. So me and Ryan go and meet him the next day.
Aaron.
Yeah, you were with me.
Aaron.
Oh, me and Aaron go meet the guy the next day. He's like, man, this guy at Fort Myers is gonna be pissed off that I sold it. And I made, you know, Snapchats or whatever, and he's on the Snapchat. He's like, did you buy that off Facebook Marketplace down up in Ocala? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, I was supposed to go buy that.
Yeah.
And he got a 359 project?
Yep, 359 that's going in.
So he's got a 359 project. That's what he wanted this engine for. Which you're wanting to just make like a 650, 700 horsepower, just a fun work truck, because he does heavy equipment repair, mobile heavy equipment repair. So you can put like a big crane on the back of that truck or something?
Yep.
So I was like, well, I've got the engine of the pulling truck, which there's nothing wrong with it, because we've never been able to get it to run to its full potential with the 40 pin. A lot of you know that's been a problem for us. But this thing ran great at like 700 horsepower when we first got it. So we're going to be taking the cam back out of it. That's why you see us pull the cam out of that one. Putting the new 6N Z cam in this one, along with the original injectors we pulled out, which all that was great working components. And this may be a little bit simpler for him to wire, because we're going to be rewiring this whole truck for that 70 pin ECM. So on top of getting the engine, we're going to be we took a whole entire wiring harness out of the cab, out of the dash, for the outside of the truck to the engine, so he can literally swap all this in his 359 with a little bit of wiring, but a lot less than having to get a whole new custom wiring harness made for that 70 pin to put in his truck. So and he doesn't have to worry about a busted AC air compressor. So we gotta show you that on that engine too, because there's a lot of damaged parts and where it fell off the back of a Penske rental truck. But anyways, he's got a service truck here. We got the hood off of it, you've seen. We're gonna get the engine pulled out of here, break the transmission off of it, and get these cams swapped. Whatever funk. Comment down below. Will Bruce put this project back together? Another unfinished projects. We should make t-shirts. Say, I don't finish projects.
I just started them.
get the 18-speed transmission off here because we're keeping it. He has his own transmission. And yeah, see about tearing the engine apart. All right, transmission's off. Let's see if we can start tearing this motor apart right here. Well, guys, the engine's completely out of business expense. Wade is on his way, went home. We're up here the next night, getting stuff ready to go to the Guilty by Association truck show in Joplin, Missouri at 4 State Trucks. Make sure you guys come out there. We'll be there all week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, hanging out, demolition derby. We're going to be doing some sled pulling, not with business expense, though. Brutus. But there's going to be twists, so you guys make sure you're there. Make sure you tune in on the next couple videos to see Brutus in action doing some sled pulling with some very cool additions to it. The 6NZ and all that, we're going to be moving to a very new and cool location, so a lot of the projects we have going on will have their own separate spot for us to tinker and work on stuff, but that'll be in the next couple videos. For now, hope you guys are as excited about as I am about not finishing another project. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. We'll see you later.